Want to know one of the fastest ways to see someone's true intentions early on in a relationship? Be open, be real, be authentic. No manipulation, no games. There's even this saying: if you want to test someone, give them a relationship without the drama, no roller coasters, no anxiety, no mind games, and watch what happens. For many people, real peace and authenticity are actually the hardest things to handle. It's actually not chaos. It's when everything is stable and consistent. It can get even more confusing when someone shows strong interest at first, and they seem eager to get to know you. But once you start showing the same interest back, they lose interest, or they pull away. Or the other way around, once someone shows real interest in you, you are the one who starts to lose interest. In this video, I'm going to talk about inner patterns that drive this behavior. But before, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helps to support the mission of this channel, which is sharing the healing power of psychology. Number one, some people lose interest after earning love, not because they do not want connection, but because their subconscious was not looking for it in the first place. It was chasing the validation that helps quiet the deep fear of not being enough. So here's how it works. When someone carries a deep feeling of not being good enough, they subconsciously cope by chasing the high of being chosen or seen as special. Our inner system naturally strives for balance, but when it doesn't know what real balance feels like, and in this case, when we talk about self-worth, simply feeling just good enough is the balance. So when it doesn't feel it, it tries to create that balance by swinging between the extremes. So if someone feels unworthy, they try to overcompensate by needing to feel exceptional or above others. You've probably heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Just like the Maslow's hierarchy shows that higher needs cannot be met until basic ones are secure, we cannot build real connection until our inner world feels safe and good enough to allow it. For example, without a sense of internal safety, a person can't even clearly identify or stand for their values, because their focus is on not being abandoned or not being left. And holding strong values requires that basic safety, where the fear of being abandoned no longer outweighs the fear of betraying yourself. Only then can we really start talking about self-worth. When those deeper emotional needs go unmet, when there are unhealed gaps inside, the mind focuses on filling them. And because it doesn't know how to do that on its own from within, it starts looking for relationships for the fix. Relationships are not even seen by the psyche as a space for connection. Not connection looks at it for relief. And that's a huge difference. Relationships is used as a way to get quick relief, to fill the inner gaps after being stuck in one emotional extreme for too long. And all of this happens subconsciously. If you want to understand someone's true intentions, look at the result. We always end up in the emotional experience our subconscious wants to create. And we choose people based on how well they fit that experience, even if it's not what we consciously believe we are seeking. In this kind of pattern, the relationship isn't the actual goal. Feeling chosen is. And once that feeling is achieved, the psyche starts looking for the next situation to recreate it. That's because the need is compensatory. It comes from something that was missing in the past. And the thing about compensatory needs is they are driven by fear. Fear that that feeling will not last. Fear that it can be taken away at any moment. So no matter how much validation someone gets, it's never enough. On the other hand, authentic needs feel totally different. Just recognizing them brings a sense of clarity and peace, even before anything actually happens. That's the biggest difference. Compensatory needs feel urgent, anxious, and never enough. Authentic needs feel steady and grounding, even if they are not met yet. An authentic need can be satisfied. There is a natural sense of enough. And beyond that point, it doesn't bring more pleasure, but actually turns into a sense of discomfort or even disgust, like the feeling of oversaturation. Another mechanism tied to low self-worth is when someone starts to devalue the other person as soon as they show genuine interest. They feel so unworthy that subconsciously they believe that if someone is interested in them, something must be wrong with that person's worth as well. People with low self-worth often idealize others. Idealization is quite normal. It helps us all to get closer initially to each other. But in this case, it works by projecting the qualities we wish we had onto someone else. And by being close to that person, we feel closer to the version of ourselves we want to be. As you can see, true connection with another person is not yet the goal. The psyche is still working through more foundational issues like feeling safe or worthy enough to connect in the first place. Idealization can only survive at a distance. The closer we get, the more certain we are to face disappointment. And that's why they even say that to truly fall in love, you have to fall out of love first, because real connection begins when the fantasy fades. A mature psyche can sit with that moment, but an immature one cannot, because it used the idealized image as a way to outrun its own emptiness. So when that image fades, it's right back where it started. And instead of facing that inner void, it rushes to find someone new to idealize. Basically anything to distract from what it does not want to feel. So if the two first mechanisms were about self-worth, the third one is about control and safety. A lot of people unconsciously try to recreate childhood dynamics where love had to be earned, proven, or fought for. When that's our blueprint, receiving love freely, without effort, does not feel safe. It feels unfamiliar. And unfamiliar feels dangerous. There is no embodied memory of love simply being offered, no inner template for how to receive warmth that is not tied to effort. And the subconscious clings to what's familiar, even when it's painful, because it reads, this helped me survive. I trust this more than the unknown. That's where the illusion of control comes in. If you had to earn someone's love, then at least you understand why they chose you. You can tie it to something that you did. It creates this false sense of security, like if I did something to earn it, maybe at least I know how to keep it. I will just keep doing it, and this is how I'm not going to lose it. But when love is given freely, there is no logic to control. Someone else gives it, and it means that they also can take it away. And to a nervous system wired around survival, that kind of unpredictability feels unbearable. Being in the stage of earning love feels safer than actually receiving it, because it creates the illusion that the relationship can be controlled. Another important point is that winning someone's love and maintaining a relationship are two completely different skill sets. A person can be great at the chase, the intensity, the pursuit, the spark, but still struggle with long-term connection. And that's because long-term connection requires inner safety and self-worth. And once the high of the chase fades, the absence of those cannot stay hidden anymore, especially from yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.